The Connection Show. Inspiring. Hope. Health. Healing. Sponsored by Brave Heart Workshops. Live with Jill Reynolds. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Like our page. Share it. Subscribe to it now and click the bell so you don't miss any of our upcoming shows.
The Connection Show, inspiring hope, health, healing, sponsored by Brave Heart Workshops, live with Jill Reynolds. And joining me today is Erin Paige. Welcome to the show, Erin.
Hi, Jill. I'm so thrilled to be here.
Well, I'm glad we finally met in person on the podcast. I'd love the audience to know just a tad bit about you, so I'm going to read a little bit of your bio. Erin Paige believes everyone has a unique, divinely gifted voice to share with the world, and anyone can become authentic, powerful creator. After years of silencing her true authentic voice to live a life based on the perceptions and opinions of others, she has stepped into her fullness by releasing and becoming who she was brought to be, which is authentic, powerful, and a creator through a heartful connection. Erin speaks to guide audiences back to their heart so they can radiate their own unique gifts, creating a ripple to shift and ignite the world. So, the authentic, powerful speaker, Erin, welcome.
Well, thank you for having me. It's an honor to be here with you and your audience.
Well, you and I have quite a bit in common because I too love to be authentic and brave and courageous. And so what we love to do on the Connection Show, Erin, is we love to connect the dots of our lives to our childhood and how the story brought us to who we are today. Generally on my show, I usually go in depth for like 45 minutes to 50 minutes, but we have a special thing coming up, and so we're going to shorten yours today because we don't want to give away all your secrets, because you're going to be speaking at an event coming up shortly. So if you'll give us kind of a summation of your life growing up, and then what led you into being an authentic, powerful speaker, Erin?
Okay, I'm happy to share. So I grew up in the Midwest, and I'm still a Midwest girl. And, there's a lot of pluses with that. And I grew up in a smaller town. And so a lot of opportunities were available to me to get involved and to do things. And I think that I have always had that spirit about myself to get involved and to be a part of the community. But, through all of that, even though I was involved in a lot of things and seemed to be this, extrovert, if you will, there's a lot of me that's very introverted and needs that time to just be and to be with myself. And so it's been along the way through my childhood of being involved, and I'll give you a funny story. I guess I was meant to take the stage because when I was in the third grade, I was part of the Christmas pageant, and I was a ram, and they had this cutout of a ram and with, my face stuck out, and I had a solo. And my parents have told the story that they sat in the seat nervous the whole time as they were going through, the barnyard animals, if you will, and everyone's singing, and they're singing very timidly and all of that. And like, oh my gosh, I hope she, does okay, and she's not as timid as others. And sure enough, as soon as the ram myself got her opportunity, she was like, whoa, and just belted it out. My
You
parents
came
said,
alive. You came alive.
Yes, my parents said, "Oh, we know what path she has a voice. She has a voice." Now, I will say this, that um, it was really when I was in college, and you go from a small town where you know everybody and everyone knows you, and you have these opportunities to be involved in things. I went to a big university and got lost. No longer did I have that support system, if you will.
What school did
No,
you go to, Erin?
well, I went to the University of Kansas,
Oh, so
and
you're a Jayhawk.
I am a Jayhawk. I don't hope that doesn't offend people out
No,
there,
my
but
son's my son's a Jayhawk. Woo,
yay!
Lawrence. Woo.
Go, cheers to the fake bird, right? But it was really at that point that I lost myself. I lost who I was. I lost my identity. I lost that foundation that I thought was really strong. And it became a huge test. I was, during that time, I was raped at 19. It was only my second sexual experience. And that kind of twisted everything around for me at that point. And I got quiet and I went inward. And while I mentioned earlier that I'm this extrovert, but also an introvert, and you need that time for reflection and to understand what's going on, sometimes going too quiet is not a good thing. And so that led to further destructive behaviors. And let's just say that I had a time of it, but I finally opened up to my parents and we got the help that I needed to just kind of navigate through that moment in time. And I ended up graduating and I got my great GPA back up, and my mom, who is, everyone is who they are. She's this, stubborn German woman that, doesn't give praise very easily. And she took me aside and she said, if I had to go through half of what you went through, I don't think I would have made it. So that's a true testament to who you are. So from that point, I started to speak again. I started to get my voice back again. And not to say that it's been consistent, because jump forward, Jill, to about age 39, I left a second marriage, and no wrong or right, but it just wasn't right for me. But for 4 years of dating, I was suffocating myself, who I was taking on his friends, his energetic, and I got lost again. And I don't say that there are regrets with that, because through that time, I found myself in an unfinished basement with a beautiful home above me, beautiful cars in the driveway, all of the things that you think will make you happy. But I was finding my happiness in an unfinished basement. And that's actually, as an artist, that's where I started painting hearts, and I didn't know why. And it wasn't until I finally needed to get out of that scenario and I left. And once again, I realized that my heart was not being served by everyone else's perceptions of me. I needed to find out who I was. I needed to find out what's my real purpose here? Why did God send me here? Because I believe, in the intro, I do believe, and I know it. And if there's any one of your listeners out there that questions whether they have this divine purpose, come talk to me, because I'll help you find it. Because I believe that every single person has a divinely gifted gift to be of service to this lifetime. And that's where I started painting hearts. I left and realized, well, no wonder I started painting hearts. My own heart wasn't being served. And I was on empty. So here I am, 39, I'm now 48, and people are like, where did you come from? How did you get to be this way? And I said, you know what? I actually consider myself still a toddler. We're on this whole life learning curve. And when I finally stood up for myself at age 39 and left the fancy house, the fancy cars, the dinners, these and that, this and that, because it didn't matter, because my heart was not in a space where I could be of service and project that divinely gifted gift that God gave me. So that just really opened myself up. That's kind of my journey, if you will, of we all have some trauma, we all have tragedies, but it's the resiliency that takes place that can really bring us back to one. And that's what I love to share with people, is that coming back to one and that purpose.
Well, thank you for your authenticity and your vulnerability. And so coming up to that, I've understood that you're going to be on a platform in the Overland Park, Kansas area really shortly, February 11th through the 13th, that kind of like a heart Valentine's love gift to yourself and to others. Yeah. And so I wanted to just show people the flyer. This is the event. It's called Becoming the Best You Can Be, Overcoming Challenges, just like Erin said. And it's going to be at the Sheridan Convention Center in Overland Park, Kansas. And you can still get tickets at comechangeyourlife.com. And this is Erin's bio as well, with her website, that you can reach out to her and to connect more fully with her. And so, Erin, obviously from your story, it's apparent you are overcoming challenges. And so can you share a little bit more when Brenda Ringwood asked you to be on this platform? What stood out the most for you to say yes to this particular speaking engagement?
Well, the title itself, Come Change Your Life, it was very attractive, and becoming the best version of you. And to be a part of this collective, create this, if you will, this collective wellness for the participants with speakers from across the country, how could you not say no? Or, how could you not say yes? Excuse me. Yeah, and, the answer was definitely a hard yes, just because when we're all together and with this type of platform, not only are we learning and absorbing and growing from each other, but from that, and this is what I'll be speaking on, we can take that person that we will shift into, because I guarantee every single person that shows up on Friday and leaves on Sunday will shift into a totally different person. They can go out and they can be a ripple and cause that ripple effect for others and change other people's lives. Once, we go on out into the world after the conference is over. So it was definitely a hard yes when Brenda contacted me, because there's power in numbers, and we have 20 speakers, and there's breakout sessions, and just any opportunity to be a part of an event that will change people's lives, even if it's just one thing today, and then that one thing becomes two things the next day, and then it just grows from there. So I'm super excited for this event. Well,
I'm excited too, and I'm excited to get to meet you. And so everyone listening, you can still get tickets. Please go online again to comechangeyourlife.com and get tickets to attend. If you can, please come in person. It's going to be so amazing, because you'll actually be able to come to a black tie event on Saturday night, dance with us, hang out with us, and then if you want, you can stay over Sunday for a Super Bowl party. And Kansas City just won last night, so if you're a Kansas City Chief fan, if you're not, you can root for whomever if we get that far. I mean, we still got to go through one more weekend or one more playoff game here to see. But anyway, and then if you can't make it to Overland Park, Kansas, please still make the event. The virtual tickets are only $49 for the entire weekend. You can come in and out on the weekend whenever your schedule permits, because it will be fully recorded, and then those who paid for the event will get a copy of the recorded event thereafter. So sign up today. You don't want to miss this event. And I'm so grateful, Erin, you came on today. If you could stand just a few minutes longer after we get off the Zoom to connect a little bit more. But for now, guys and gals, we look forward. I
just wanted to make one point that if you cannot attend in person to this event, with the virtual ticket price of $49, I divided that by 20, and it's basically $2 and I think 75 cents per speaker. Where else can you get that type of power for $2.75? So keep that in mind. There is value here, you guys. There's value.
You're going to learn quite a bit. These speakers are amazing. So thanks again for joining us, everyone. And we look forward to hearing from you or seeing you in Overland Park, Kansas. Thanks again, Erin. It was just so wonderful meeting you.
Yeah, same to you.
Thank
Thanks,
you
Jill.
so much. Bye-bye now.